My name is David Robinson. I'm a proud son of Columbia, South Carolina. I was raised on the Southern values of faith, family, and treating others as you would like to be treated. I believe in the power of a handshake and the strength of one's word. As a single parent, I faced the challenges of making ends meet firsthand. When I heard the call to serve, I knew I had to act. I served my country where I learned that we are all in this together, regardless of race, color, or politics. Whether it was in Afghanistan or Arizona, I saw the power of cooperation. Now, I'm ready to bring that same spirit to Washington. Our nation's future depends on our ability to work together and focus on the bread and butter issues that matter most to everyday Americans, not sowing seeds of division. This November, when you cast your ballots, remember, it's about more than just politics. It's about sending someone who would truly represent all South Carolinians. I am David Robinson, and I approve this message. Hello, everybody. Dave Robinson here. Thank you again for joining in on this live. I did one earlier this morning for those who were able to jump in. Just wanted to let you know I'll get ready to start a new series of things to talk about my campaign and also to tell you the reasons why. I'm starting this new stream of live streams is because I want to be able to engage with the community, be able to hear some of your questions, and especially if you're a constituent of South Carolina District 2, would like to hear some of the things that you care about, because I think one of the most and the biggest parts of running for Congress is to know what your constituents want to see in their representative and the things they would like to see change. So I think it's a better way to get an opportunity of doing that. I've been doing live streams for many of you know for my missing son, geologist Daniel Robinson, that went missing in Arizona. Been doing a lot of live streams, called the Q&As to Warriors for the Mission, for the Missing. So I want to do that again for my campaign. Like I said, again, it's very important to me to know what the constituents would like to see in their representative, as well as hear some of the concern about everyone. One of the biggest platforms that I have is missing American cases. Again, my son is one of them. One of the statistics that's out there, the 600, 700,000 Americans that go missing every year, 2,000, 3,500 a day, 2,000 of those are children. And we need to make sure we're doing what we can. And I know I'm going to do what I can to make sure we relieve some of those issues that we see in the way law enforcement be able to handle cases, the way that some of these technologies and is not being utilized to help find love and find out how the things tied together with domestic violence, human trafficking, you name it. So again, that's one of the most important things to me, is to be able to find these answers and solutions to the missing American crisis. I have solutions. I have a plan. I have a plan for things like I mentioned this a while ago, the concerns that I have with law enforcement, for instance, that would be able to have these policies that tell families to wait 12 hours. There's no policy out there. We want to make sure that all law enforcement agencies are aligned with this no policy of wait. There's no wait policy. We don't need that, 'cause we know that every moment, every second is very critical to finding a missing loved one. Also, we know definitely want to free up this data that we are being pent, but not being able to have, as a family, and also as law enforcement. Law enforcement have to go through the strains of getting warrants, for instance, just to get cell phone pings in certain circumstances. Just like in my son's case, free up those data. I have told you I have a plan for that, and I want to make sure those things are done. So again, thank you guys for joining in. This is not a long video. It's not a long live tonight. It will be some long ones. Like I said, I will be looking in the chats. I don't see anything in the chats right now, but I will be looking in the chats for some of your comments, your questions, and things like that when I start doing this live. But I want to make you aware of it. And the way you come, you can check on. I'm trying to make sure try to get a schedule where I can make it in the morning and in the evening. As I started my Q&As when I was doing that, everything for my missing son, and as well as missing families. I had them on Wednesdays and certain dates in the morning and the evening, but I will have something similar to that. I had to go. Of course, I am running a campaign, and I want to make sure I fit those into my schedule. So be looking out for that. The way you can find out is follow me on all the social medias. I will post like I did this a moment ago when I'm about to go on live. And generally it's going to be in the mornings. And generally it's going to be late evenings, like it is here on the East Coast. For those who are out in Arizona, I think it's around 6 o'clock. And a lot of you just getting off from work, so that definitely on the West Coast, just definitely, some time I hope that can kind of fit into your schedule as well. David Robinson for Congress on Facebook. You can go to Twitter also. That's David Vote David 2024. That's Vote David 2024. You can follow me on Twitter X. And that's Vote David 2024. But everything else is David Robinson for Congress. That's the Facebook, that's the YouTube, and also that is the Instagram, and as well as the TikTok. So, would like to let you guys in to be able to, and a few of you can come here and join in on with me on the screen, and we could talk about some of the issues that's pressing the country. For instance, I have a big concern about our democracy. So say it's a republic with some democracy as well. Those two things together. And just want to say, hey, look, we're defending that. I know when I put my right hand up in MEPS and joined the military, dropping my business to get into the military at the height of our country getting attacked on 9/11. And my whole agenda, my whole thought process is to defend our country, defend our way of life, defend the Constitution of the United States, and that's what I plan to do and continue to do. I haven't found any. I'm not speaking for all veterans, but I can speak for myself. That we feel you're military for life, meaning that when you raise your right hand, it don't stop when your contract runs out and you leave the military, like I did honorably, and also retired. But retirement doesn't mean that you don't stand up for the Constitution, don't stand up for our way of life here in the United States. If we could do it again, I'm sure many veterans like myself would do it again. And so I really want to say, definitely want to make sure I'm doing my part. That's why I'm running for Congress. Running for Congress for many reasons. Like I said, in my state, just alone, I don't feel like every community in my state has been represented the correct way. There's some proper ways of being represented. Some are being represented, and where others are not. The middle class and the working class are being left behind in all the developments that I see here in Columbia, South Carolina, for instance, or in Aiken or in Leston. And we have to do something about that. You can't miss communities and cherry pick communities that you want to make sure money is coming down to. If you guys say trickle down economy, in a sense, a lot of these things don't fall into these communities. So I've been living in these communities all my life, and so I do know exactly, being a single parent, I know how it feels to live and grow up and try to do things in this economy in South Carolina, District 2, District 6, and for me. And also, the national stage that I really care about. Like I said again, this democracy being attacked, women's rights are being attacked. I mean, you name it. And we have to do something about that. The country is going forward. We don't need to go backwards, and we need people to stand up and say enough is enough. It's time to unite again. It's time to be united again. And I'm going to make sure I do my part to do that. So that's the only way we can have growth and progress is we unite as a country. That's why it's called the United States. We're going forward, not backwards in time. And so I have to fight for that. Again, ultimately, also because of my missing son, I definitely have to fight for missing Americans out there. We can't say missing people, missing Americans. They are just like you, just like me. I would never known in a million years that our family would be suffering with a missing loved one, and yet we have one that's been missing for almost 3 years now. June will be 3 years, and it's one of those things that's heartbreaking for many Americans out there. And we can't just say people just it vanishes when we have all this technology that we have. Again, I like to say this to a lot of people that was following me on the grassroots movement. I was in Afghanistan fighting the Taliban, and their leader Osama bin Laden was in Pakistan hiding, but the United States was able to keep track on him and find him. They utilize technologies, but we cannot somehow find Americans here in the country that goes missing. We can't find it. We can't have, like they told my son, in case they didn't have cell phone pings or don't have the video footage, all these cameras, big brothers watching on these corners, but yet they claim they don't have. But guarantee if a bank get robbed, they would find find that money and find these bank robbers using the same technology they say they cannot use to find missing Americans. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop that, and that's one of the things I'm aiming to do. Also, you guys, thank you so much again. Like I said, this is a very short video live stream. I just want to try to get you guys to share this with everybody you can. Let them know that I will be doing these lives. I will be talking to constituents, talking to you all, those who would like to say things, like to be a part, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Tabby. I really appreciate you being here, and thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being. No, you're never too late. Again, your concerns too, just like you, Tavi, the concerns of everybody, no matter what state you live in. And thank you too. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you for that. No matter what state you live in or where you're from, every representative, we definitely need your support. I need your support. I have a campaign that I'm getting on ground. As you guys know, you can see the title. I have a primary that's coming up on June 11th, and I really need support. To be competitive. I have to win my primary so I can go to the general election. So I'm asking for donations, you guys, and you can see it right here on the screen. For those who want to donate, there's a QR code on the bottom of the screen. Please utilize that. Every amount counts towards me winning my primary and also winning general election. I really need to get the work done. I've been working. Everybody who's been following me for the last few years know that I'm a hard worker. I'm a person that's a go-getter, and I'm going to continue to fight. The way I fight for my son, I would like to fight for the country as well. I need your total support, you guys. Every amount count, and that is QR code. If you're not using QR codes on your phone, that's definitely definitely a way that you can donate. Also, you guys, if you need to directly want to donate, if you can't do it through the QR code, you go to the website dayroutsforcongress.com. There's links there to the @blue as well. The QR code is an @blue QR code as well. And you can donate. I really need your donation. Also, you can get in contact with me directly, David Ross for Congress at yahoo.com. Also, 803-200-7994 for those who want to be able to, get in contact, having anything you guys want to talk to me about as well. Also, join the campaign, share, make calls. We need everything. We need everybody on board. I mean, if you live in another state, you want to make phone calls, we can do that. You guys can encourage others to help in the campaign as well. I need all hands on deck, is what I'm saying. I really have a real faith in the grassroots movement. I was blessed to be able to start a grassroots movement to locate my son, to go look for my son. And I would not have been able to cover the ground that we did to eliminate those areas in the desert. You guys know we wouldn't have been able to bring those other loved ones home to their families. Those human remains we found out in the desert as well. So all that came from you guys' help and your donations and your help. So I really appreciate it. If you guys can help me again, like I say, any amount helps, any amount counts, and I really appreciate it. This campaign cannot run without funding. So thank you again, you guys. Like I said, please keep checking by. I will be doing these lives. Like I said again, for those who jump in, these lives will be centered towards hearing from my constituents, those who I will be representing when I win. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear your concerns and things you'd like to see in your representative. What matters to you, etc. Questions for me, those type things, guys. That would be in the chat section, and also for those that could possibly get in on the screen with me, and we can have discussions as well. I will be opening up forums like that as well in the future. And also, again, you guys, if you can follow Facebook, me on Facebook, all of them, Dave Robinson for Congress, David Robinson for Congress. That's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But if you also go to Twitter, of course, that's X. It'll be vote David 2024. Vote David 2024. And follow me, guys. I will be sharing that. And I also will be sharing some of this as well on my son's platform. Please help find Daniel. I will be sharing a lot of what I'll be doing running for office, because those two runs together, like I say, on the parts of missing Americans. My son is a missing American. He's a missing scientist as well. So I will be, kind of going into that realm as well, because I need all the support I can from everybody. Everybody, like I say, all hands on deck, you guys, all hands on deck. All of you could be a part of this campaign to make change, to unite people, to bring people together, etc. I've seen it in the desert out there in Arizona. Like I say again, as you guys seen on the ad, nobody care about your color, race, your political ideologies, etc., religion. It didn't matter. Everybody was out looking for them. Americans were looking for another American scientists at that. So, I seen the love. I seen the power of unity. I seen the power of people working together, Americans working together for a common cause. I seen the love. I felt the love. They're my extended family. You guys know that I call you that. You are my extended family. And it's right here. We have to stop the division. We have to stop the division that we see is the red against the blue almost. That's what it looks like to me. And that's not, or vice versa. It's not shouldn't be that way in this country. We're the United States of America, not the, go back in time where we wasn't united. So we're gonna try to go forward, keep going forward into unity instead of going backwards into time. So again, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm jumping off. I'm David Robinson, running for U.S. Congress. For those who don't know, I'm running for U.S. Congress. David Robinson for Congress.com. David Robinson for Congress.com. Also, you can see the donation tab there for the QR code for those who would like to donate to my campaign. Again, lastly, I'm gonna repeat myself. I will be doing live streams, hopefully in the mornings and in the afternoon. I'm trying to do both, depending on what fits on my schedule with the campaign. I would like to be engaging everybody, no matter what state you're in. I want to engage everybody, but those who are specifically in South Carolina, District 2, under Joe Wilson, that's who I will be running against. And after the primary, and it's time for change. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's time to change. The District 2 need change. We need change, and we're going to make that change happen. We're going to look out for the working class, the middle class. Is we're going to work the economy the way it should work. South Carolina could be an example of that. District 2 could be an example of that. We want to expand the economy and grow. So, of course, you invest in the working class and invest in the middle class. Everybody need to work. Minimum wage need to be going up. We don't, we got to have a workable wage. We had to work on all those things. So those are issues that we'll be talking about and sharing with you. And those are things I'm sure you guys care about. That's what we need to be talking about. So, again, God bless you, and thank you again, Tavi. I really appreciate you constantly supporting, and also you supporting the platform for my son Daniel. So thank you again for being here tonight. God bless you all, and I hope to see you on, like I say again, on the next one. on the next platform. So again, take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon. Take care.